more inventive way of getting to the top, especially considering he is a quadriplegic.
Ready, 1, 2, go.
Rock climbing takes a combination of wit and grit.
1, 2, go.
But for Brad Stanivsky, it takes something extra. More than a decade ago, a car crash left him a quadriplegic. But Brad doesn't take anything lying down. Climbing is in his blood.
Oh, I can remember climbing even as a kid. The first real climbing I did was little wooden ice tools that my dad made for me, and yellow nylon climbing rope from, just to go up little snow hills and stuff. So, I've always been a climber.
As soon as he could go vertical after the accident, he did. Brad moved from the wheelchair to a climbing chair on wheels with the help of a team led by his father, George Stanivsky.
Frankly, I don't know where this kid gets this because I don't have that. My other son collects coins.
Brad's father contributed engineering know-how to the project. From the start, he knew the contraption needed wheels, but Brad wasn't convinced.
Dad was right from the start. He said, it should be a steel frame with wheels. And I fought him and said, that's going to be too heavy, that'll never work, it'll get caught and cracked.
We tried it his way first, and that didn't work too well, so then he finally came around to the idea that we needed wheels. This has been a trial and error kind of evolution, mostly error, but now we've got to something that works.
Brad's climbing friends Chris Geisler and Hobie Walker provided the materials and expertise to build the contraption.
We just simplified the thing down and cut the weight, and 3 iterations of that, and we wound up with the blue rig that we call the high roller.
What we did is we took a couple wheelchair wheels and put them on a bar, attach it to the frame. The purpose of the wheels is to keep him away from the rock face so that he's not scraping his way all the way up the cliff. We also adapted a couple wheelchair parts, the seat and the back, to give him as much comfort as possible. And we also attach across this cross piece. I'm not sure what this piece is called. Climbers know, I'm not a climber. But it is to hold the rope as he pulls down and won't release the rope when he releases so that he can pull up again. The hole in the seat, of course, is where the rope goes through, again, to reduce as much friction as possible so everything is in a straight line. And the bottom wheel, of course, is to present a triangular shape, so on the parts of the cliff that are not absolutely vertical, again, the bottom of the chair is not rubbing on the rock face.
They've built in as much comfort and safety as possible, but that doesn't eliminate all the dangers.
Brad has to be very conscious at all times of his circulation, and any cutoff in circulation or any undue stress could cause a medical problem that's unique to quadriplegics. It's called autonomic dysreflexia.
It could be anything from sitting on a wrinkle on pants, or it could be from heat, or, there's so many things that can set this off.
What the body does is act in a very disappropriate way by increasing the blood pressure to the point that it could result in a stroke.
Aside from that very real danger, there's the sheer challenge of it all. Able-bodied climbers can use the strength in every limb. All Brad has are the muscles in his upper arms, which direct his lower arms in each movement.
Basically biceps, like biceps and deltoid, like 2 muscles in my arms, and no hand function.
His hands can grip the rope system thanks to lots of tape and a small amount of residual tension in his fingers. His team created splints to take some of the pressure off his thumb and forearm, protecting his nerves and circulation.
I just want to get some blood back in my thumb here. Okay.
Brad scaled this face pretty easily with the help of his team. Piece of cake for a guy who climbed this beast, the Squamish Chief, a staggering 650 meters, almost 2,000 feet. That achievement proved the high roller could really work.
Our initial objective was simply to conquer the Chief, which he's done.
10 years to spend 10 minutes on top of the Chief, that seems a bit ridiculous, but the payoff is, everything's a little bit brighter, and, food tastes a little bit better, and it's, it's kind of a natural high, and it stays with you for quite a long time.
And now he's aiming for something much higher, so we'll have to see where it goes.
Brad knows exactly where it's going. El Capitan, a 3,000-foot vertical rock in California at Yosemite National Park.
Ready,
Now,
1, 2,
he's
go.
training for that high.
1, 2, go. Ready, 1, 2, go.